Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and what I've got here are a couple of cases from spunited.com. These are SP POV cases for the GoPro range of action cameras, and I've got a sort of special skull edition one here and also a larger case underneath, and I'm going to take a look at both of these within this video. So first of all, this is the sort of special edition with the skull design on it. Let's look around on the back. It says it accommodates the action cam including the housing, an extra battery, LCD, Wi-Fi battery packs, memory cards, remote control, housing back doors, cables and accessories. That's why you can see my little box of GoPro accessories here and my GoPro Hero 2. So let's take this off and have a look inside, see what this looks like. Just a matter of removing this sleeve. And we've got a zip around on this side. It's a very strong zip actually. There we go. So this is called the GoPro Skull Edition. This is a small size, and you can see here we've got some details of what we should expect to be able to fit in. Let's just remove that. And there we go. This is what the case looks like. So we've got a little carabiner clip here, which you can clip to the outside of the case, so you can attach this, well, to a belt if you really want to, or perhaps you're going to attach it inside another bag. Very, very useful that they include that. And then we've got all of these sections here. So let's grab my GoPro. Now it is already on the mount, and it says it will actually accommodate it in the housing and in the mount, and they're right, it does. I think probably not on this one, but it will actually go inside that housing, so that's accommodated there. And then these bits and pieces here are for all of your accessories. So let's grab some of my accessories. So we got a sort of adhesive mount there. Is that going to go in there? No, we'll pop that in there. And we've also got another adhesive mount in here as well. So let's pop that in here. Now these larger bits here can be used for things like batteries. I'm pretty sure that I've got some batteries somewhere, but for now we will just load this up with our extra accessories. So we've got yet another adhesive mount in here, and yes, I have got a battery over here, so we will pop a battery in there as well. And in fact, I'm going to put the silica gel in as well, because it's a good idea to do that to keep the moisture out. We've got an extra back door here, so we can, let's actually pop that, let's move this around, let's pop these mounts over the back here, and let's pop this extra back door in there, and that fits in all nicely. And then we've also got some room here for extra bits and pieces, so we can pop some extra mounts in here, and we've got another one here. Is that going to fit in with this on? Probably not. We'll remove that and pop this in here. This is very, very useful indeed. We've still got extra slots here as well. Battery, this is for the battery. So we'll take the battery out and pop that in there. Fits like a glove. Memory cards would go in here. So if you've got any SD memory cards or micro SD, they go in this slot here. This is actually designed for your LCD remote or battery pack. Not really for these mounts, but I'll pop these in here. And again, you can fit a screen in here if you want, or a battery backpack, and that will fit on there nicely. I've actually got a screen attached to my GoPro, so I could take that off and pop that in that gap there if I so wished. But for now, we'll leave it in like so. And then don't forget, we've also got still more room in here, so we can put whatever accessories we want in here really, but if we don't want these rattling around, we've also got a mesh pocket up the top here, so we can load this up with extra accessories as well. Look, we just keep piling these in. It really does accommodate a lot. Let's just pile these in here, put that in there. We've got a couple of loose bits in here. We don't really want those rattling around, so we'll pop those in the pocket up the top. And then once that's all in, it's just a matter of closing it up, doing the zip round, and you're good to go. Very, very easy to use and just looks absolutely superb. In fact, I've actually turned the camera on whilst I've been closing that, so do be careful of that. So that's the smaller size case, the Skull Edition case. So what I'm going to do is just pop that off to one side, like so, and then show you this larger case. So this is the large size case. If I go around on the back, you can see here, SP POV case, GoPro Edition, black, large, model number 52040. And again, this is even bigger. This will accommodate 2 action cameras and housing, as well as extra back doors and the suction cup mount as well, which I happen to have with me today. So let's just remove this sleeve like so, and we can have a closer look at this one. Nice zip again, nice strong zip around the outside. And then we'll open this up like so, and wow, so much more room in this one. So again, you can see this will accommodate 2 cameras. I've got my first camera here, so this will go in like so, and I've still got room for another camera on the side here. We've got battery compartments, as in the other one. These ones here for LCD backpacks, and this also accommodates the suction cup mount. So let me just grab my suction cup mount, which is just over here. So this will actually go flat in there. That is very, very cool. I can't believe that that accommodates the suction cup mount. According to the instructions, you're meant to put it this way round, but I've already got a mount on here. Let's just remove this so you can actually see it. No, let's not. I would like to keep that mount attached. So rather than put it round that way, I'm going to pop it around that way, and it still accommodates it nicely. And then we've got all of this extra space for the extra bits and pieces that we put in the other one. So we can fit all of this in, sort of take it out of the other one and pop it into these sections here. And then all of these loose bits, as before, I would pop up in the pocket, just so that they don't rattle around everywhere. Let's grab all of these bits out of the other case. 1, 2. We've got the loose nut here as well. We've got another mount. We've got another mount. Let's pop those into this pocket at the back. We've got another housing here. So if this had a camera in it, we could go in that way, and it would accommodate that in there as well. And I've got some more bits and pieces here actually. Let's grab my little grab bag here. This is what came with my chest mount. What have we got in here? So we have got my back door. This is my battery charger, so that can go in there. And we have also got my charging cable. I'm going to pop that up in the pocket, up the top here. We go over this side, and that is it in that little bag. Let's pop that in there as well. So we've got it all in the one place. And you can see again, we've still got room for even more stuff in here. We've got room for another sort of battery or an LCD screen. I've got the screen already attached to mine. I showed you this a little bit earlier, but if this screen was detached, I could pop that in there, and that would easily fit in there. And then we've got room for memory cards as well. And then again, this can all close up. The zips do up around the side, and you've got a nice safe way of transporting all of your GoPro gear in one really nice POV case. These are absolutely fantastic. Love it. Very, very easy to use. Very well constructed. These are the SP POV cases for the GoPro range of cameras. The special Skull Edition in small, and then the larger one, which you've just seen in the second part of this video. Please do check out the links underneath this video. If you've got a GoPro camera, these are absolutely fantastic. Please do hit like on this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you as always in the next one.